Hi, evening everyone. It's Shay from Grassroots Football Adventures. Hope you're doing okay. Um, Me and Candy have not had any internet for a few days, so that's why we've not put anything online. I'm just gonna do this video before I put any of the Shifnal ones out. I'll get onto them shortly. Yeah, we had some internet outage. We had to have a new BT box replaced. We had it replaced on I think it was end of it's the weekend we had, so we've not been able to really do much till then, and we've had work today and yesterday. We won't be at the game tonight, sadly, the Liverpool Senior Cup, but I wish uh, the guys all the best, and hopefully we can get a win. I was working till a bit later, and Candy's working till 8, so I'm going to pick her up from work, and I just thought it's just a bit too much of a rush to go there, unfortunately, tonight. Like, I would have liked to see Prenton Park, it's quite a big ground, Tranmere's ground, but just the way things are, I was in my workplace, Candy's in hers, and it's just one of them. Sometimes we have to just prioritise work, unfortunately, but sometimes that's how it is. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the game on Saturday night. We did. I was gonna, I don't know, mention a couple of things because I don't know. I don't want this to be a video about me being kind of worried about stuff and that. Because for people that may don't know me that well, I have quite bad anxiety, and I might not look it, but I always get very anxious about stuff. I always get anxious to the point of being scared of a lot of things. And again, I might not look it, but me being obviously on the autism spectrum, and also, well, I've never been diagnosed. A doctor I suggested to that I might have had ADHD dismissed it straight away. He said, "Oh no, you won't have ADHD," but I'm pretty certain I've definitely got ADHD as well. I know it's kind of like self-diagnosing is a little bit like kind of risky because I guess anyone could self-diagnose with anything, but I'm pretty sure I do have ADHD, and yeah, now I can just feel it because sometimes I get very restless and sometimes I struggle to concentrate in like even like watching films or TV. But yeah, I've suspected for a while that I've also got ADHD as well. I got diagnosed with autism as a child, and again as an adult. For obviously I have certain adjustments for my work life and other stuff as well, which I appreciate a lot. But yeah, 4-0 win for the Linnets. Wow, I mean, like, it's not that I would doubt them in any way, shape, or form, but I really was not. Well, I didn't even make a prediction, but in my head I was thinking, maybe like 1-0 or something, or 2-1. I was like, any win, but 4-0, absolutely. Well, yeah, steamrolled them, really. I think that's the biggest away win we've had since I don't know. I can't remember last time where we won it away by 4 goals or more. Um, but yeah, we had a good time. I know I probably had. Well, I know I had. I don't want to say I had too much to drink, but I know I wish I'd had a bit less. I just want to just say like if there's anything I did or said to anyone when I was on the coach drunk or anything that was like bad, obviously I apologise for that if I've said I've done anything bad. It's never my intention to like like um say or do anything bad. I just get nervous sometimes, like when I forget things or if I've got blank because I have got a few gaps in my memory. And I was saying to Candy, I said, "Oh God, I didn't say I did it really bad," and she said, "No, I was watching you the whole time." I said, "Are you sure?" You said, "Oh, sure. I've not said I've done anything. I've not upset anyone or annoyed anyone because honestly I would never ever want to do that, and say if anyone was at any point, then obviously then I do apologise for that because you know I'm not someone that would knowingly or unknowingly behave a certain way and not care about it, because I do care, because I don't want to come across as someone that's not nice or uses alcohol as an excuse to you know maybe I'll say act badly, but you know what alcohol's like. Once you've had a few, you your memory starts to go. I mean, I remember. I think it was just on the way back. I think there was some photos Candy sent me. He said they were on her phone. I think we were just stood up, like apparently we were just singing on the way back and playing the speaker. So I hope, right, I didn't say I do anything too bad, but I'm sorry if I did, because and I kind of like, it just sounds silly, but I'm like really, really anxious about it, and I'm anxious for this Saturday because we're on the coach again, and all I can think of now is just like when I get on the coach or Queen Hearts, I just don't want anyone saying like, oh, you know what you did or said last Saturday. So I'm like, please don't tell me, please tell me I didn't do anything bad, please don't. Uh, please. I know when we got back there, Candy said, "Oh, we were gonna go home," and we probably should have. But I think a couple of the guys said, "Oh, let's go to Queen Heart." So I was probably like, "Yeah, yeah, let's go." And I had apparently one drink and a couple of shots, but all in one order. I don't remember having a couple of shots, and I remember talking to a couple of people in there, and then kind of when I didn't really remember leaving that much, or did I? Maybe I did, but yeah, I definitely had maybe one too many shandies. But you know, without trying to, condone like alcoholism or drinking too much of that, I think that everyone had a good time, and I hope everyone did. I certainly enjoyed myself up until the point of probably leaving when I didn't maybe remember too much. But we brought the speaker on board. I know we had it playing quite loud, so I'm sorry to anyone that was maybe sat near the front that didn't want loud noise, because I understand sometimes you've got to be mindful to everyone on the coach, and I just hope that no one was annoyed or like thought that was being unruly or anything. We played song requests for people, and I enjoyed doing that because I want everyone to be happy, and I wanted to not say I was creating a good atmosphere, but I wanted it to be a good positive atmosphere, because I know the last couple of weeks at the club it maybe hasn't been the best atmosphere, and it and few results, not just the results haven't gone our way, but we've had some things which have been over that have happened, and I guess I just thought, I guess my mindset on Saturday was, just fuck it, just enjoy it, like don't be like too careless, but just enjoy it and have a good time, because that's what life is about. For me, it's about enjoying yourself. I feel like life, I know everyone has their ups and downs, me included, but life's, in the long run, I think life's too short to be unhappy. You've got one life, and just enjoy it while you can. If you're thinking about doing things, you've got goals, ambitions, whatever, I'd say just do it. Don't hesitate, just go, yeah, just do it. But yeah, I know Candy thought that. Well, I went to Tesco in the morning Saturday, that tequila rose. She put it on the shopping list. I was like, tequila rose? And I went, oh, it's that stuff people put on the coach. And I think it all got finished. I think it got a few people quite drunk as well. But yeah, it was. Hope. Yeah, no, I just hope everyone had a good time. Regardless of whether you were drinking or not drinking, or had a bit, or had a lot, or moderate amount. I wanted, it's nice to see people happy, and I think a lot of us probably needed, there's some, a good time, because, a lot of us, we all work in like the week and that, and I'd had quite a stressful week. I'm not saying that the best way to deal with stress is to drink a lot. I know sometimes I feel like when I get really stressed with work and other stuff, I feel like maybe I picked the wrong option, and I think you don't always have to choose alcohol, because it's good to unwind and that with drinks, but sometimes if you have too much or you're not careful, you can make yourself feel worse. So I know there's other things you can do, and sometimes I think, yeah, I wish there was other ways I could maybe de-stress better, but I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to say, just in case I'd done or said anything silly, like if I have done and someone's not happy, they're welcome to speak to me, and I'll apologise if I have done or said anything bad, or behaved inappropriately, because that's the last thing I'd want to do, honestly. And I am feeling, I know I shouldn't let my anxiety get to me, but it just does. When I have gaps in my memory, I've done this before. When I used to go out every weekend when I was younger, I used to have like memory gaps, and I would just wake up with the most horrific anxiety, and I would just be so scared. I'd be gripped with fear. I'd be like, what did I say? What did I do? Did I do something to someone? Did I say something? I was so terrified because they call it having a blackout when you have gaps in your memory. It doesn't mean you actually like go conscious. It just means you forget parts of the day or night. If it's. But yeah, I hope I didn't do anything too bad. I think this Saturday, I think I need to be a bit more careful. I like not saying not have nothing, but I kind of don't want to be like I was Saturday. I think maybe I just got a bit too carried away, and it's more for people having fun and enjoying themselves. It's just when I have gaps in my memory, and then when I forget certain things, I get a bit scared and panicked. I was very lucky to have Candy with me. If I'd been on my own, I might have been in a bit of bother trying to get back. This is the thing: if you haven't got a significant other or someone with you, and you have a what you have got to be careful, because obviously you've got to get yourself home. You don't want to. I was lucky Candy was there, as I said, because I could have been in a vulnerable position. Well, I would have been. People can get the wallet taken, they can get mugged, anything. I'm not saying that would have happened Saturday, but it's just examples of, yeah, I can see why sometimes you think have a good time, but just don't have, not too much of a good time, just don't, I don't know, don't black out, and don't, like, allow someone to do, take advantage of you, I guess. But yeah, we did have a sort of good time, and I hope I managed to play everyone's song request. So apologies if I didn't. If there's anyone who wanted a song I didn't play it, I can happily play it this Saturday if we've got the speaker with us. I'm sure we will. I know we like kind of like metal, me and Candy, but we don't mind playing other stuff. Because we'll play whatever we want for everyone, because everyone's got different requests and tastes, and that's fine. And I hope that we managed to accommodate as many of them as we could on Saturday. And when you've had a few drinks, I think what, I don't mind other stuff being on. I'm not going to get all uptight and go, oh, it's not rock and metal, but you know, everyone likes what they like. So yeah, I'm going to get Candy shortly. She's in 7:15. Oh, apparently the team news is out for tonight as well. Yeah, as you say, if it had been either a home game or me and or Candy, one of us had been working at home, then we might have been able to make it, but that's the way it's fallen. So yeah, who we got? Yusuf Mersin to start, Joe Ferguson number 2, Matty Ray number 3, Marco Folds number 4, Harvey Washett number 5, Lewis Doyle number 6, number 7 Naeem Arsan, number 8 Isaac Graham, number 9 Ryan Brook, number 10 Deck McLaughlin, number 11 Elliot Rocker as a start, and subs Joel Street, Scott Backor, Harry McGee, Jax Welch, Peter Wiley, Lewis Crane and Alex Ellams, the bench. So good to see Elliot get a start, Isaac back, Brookie to get a start. Yeah, I do remember on Saturday actually at the ground. I went to use the toilet or get a drink. I wasn't planning on having a drink at the ground, but God, I'll go had a few. I think my judgment becomes very poor. I saw Naeem and said, "Hi Naeem, you alright?" I said, "Do you want a drink?" He said, "You like a drink?" And he went, "Oh no, I've just got on, thank you." I was like, "Alright, to get a quick picture of you." He's like, "Yeah." Oh God, I remember that. I had the beer, wingman. Thank you very much to Karen for getting me Candy a drink. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate that, and more than happy to get you on Saturday at Clitheroe. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know who watches this, who was on the coach. But if anyone does watch this and was on the coach, as I say, I'm just praying I haven't done anything silly, and I do try to be mindful about like not behaving like badly or anything, because I don't want to be seen as a supporter that like behaves really badly, or just as I said, uses alcohol as an excuse. I wouldn't want to be seen as that, and that's not the kind of person I'd want to be portrayed as. I just want to be seen as just a normal supporter who just enjoys following his team home and away. Same with Candy. Yeah, and we bought that megaphone and that cowbell. If anyone wonders why it had a cowbell, Candy ordered it online. I didn't even know she'd ordered it. I said, what? I opened it. I was like, "What's this?" She said, "It's a cowbell." I was like, "Cowbell?" She's like, "Yeah, you like ring it." I was like, "Ah." I didn't know she was going to bring it on Saturday. I think I grabbed it after one go and was like ringing it because I was very drunk. I don't know why I was doing that, but she said she was shouting into that plastic megaphone. I think I was as well, but hopefully we didn't shout anything like bad or anything. Apparently we were doing Arnie impressions, so I guess that's not too bad. Oh yeah, just I've always I feel silly when I have this anxiety over stuff, but it's just horrible when you have it because you just you know even now like you get so scared of like someone saying like you've said something like really horrid or something that you if you someone said oh you said something really bad or if you did you'd be so horrified and so mortified. But I just hope like I hope I was just kind of like just singing and being like oh yeah when it's and all that and you know but yeah I do I do want to be mindful of of things and um I think it just scares me sometimes when forget certain bits as well because when you don't remember everything it's always that fear of oh if you remember everything you're okay but it's just them bits you don't remember especially later on it's like you just you're just praying you've done nothing embarrassing or you've not embarrassed yourself or made show yourself and all that but I hope I haven't I remember once years ago, I went out with friends in Manchester. Like, I don't really go out to Manchester anymore because, for reasons I'm not going to say, I think the city is just unfortunately gone a bit downhill. We go for gigs and that, and obviously I support a team that has that name in the title, but the city itself, I don't know. I just think things have just unfortunately declined there, but it's just my opinion. Yeah, we went out one night, and I think I was having like vodka and coke or something, and I know that's having any kind of spirits. I know I had a little bit of that on the coach. I had a bit of some whiskey left, I probably shouldn't have taken, but took it. And I remember waking up on a couch or sofa at a friend's house, and someone one of the friends being with was just like looking at me in disgust, just shaking his head, and I was like, what have I done? That's bad. But he didn't say anything. He just walked out, and I was like, oh god, what have I done? And ever since that, I've always been. That's just one memory that's always stuck with me, and I thought, oh god, I'm just always, I guess, scared that I've done something or said something bad because I just think, my god, if he's shaking his head at me like that and just like maybe I don't know, maybe it's just because he had to drag me